Hello and welcome back to Sam's on Wrestling.
I'm having fun!
Beautiful, as Have you just had lunch, Sam?
Yeah!
Yes, you have. Beautiful scene.
I had a chocolate milkshake!
Was it good?
No, slim fast, because I'm trying to lose weight!
Oh, well, we like to see it. Anyway, we are back with our top 10 lists today.
Countouts, my darling.
Yes, we call it a count-out, as it is wrestling themed, of course. Now, what we do... You just play with your fingers there.
10!
Very, very nice.
10.
Well done, Sam. Gold star. Well done. This is where we rank top 10s of a certain wrestling category. However, we're not saying it's the top 10. This is our personal top 10s because, frankly, it's ridiculously subjective. And we're tired of YouTubers saying, oh, this is the top 10 pay-per-views of all time. There's no objectivity in wrestling, as we know. So, Sam, before we get into it, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Could you give me your number 10 for this category? I'm about to get into it. About to commit me. I'm going to do an intro as well. They know from the title, thankfully. We are doing our top 10 non-Big 5 pay-per-view main events.
So that's
Big 5.
No Royal Rumble.
Yes.
No WrestleMania. No SummerSlam. No Survivor Series. And no Money in the Bank, because that is definitely a Big 5.
Yeah.
A couple of months ago, we did our favourite pay-per-views that were Big 5, so now non-Big 5. So now we're going to look at the best main events, because some of the ones that are on that, for example, my number 1, if you haven't seen it, was the One Night Stand pay-per-view.
Yes.
But trust me, that main event's not on this list.
No.
So what is our top 10 main events not from the Big 5?
So, Sam, what is your number 10?
I have a match from 2003. We're at Vengeance. It's The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and The Rock in a triple threat match. First of all, it's this low because I didn't watch it live because Vengeance was behind Sky Box Office at the time. It wasn't on Sky Sports because most of the pay-per-views were on Sky Sports.
Yeah,
they really were. And you just nipped it. And every now and then, you literally, when you're watching as a kid, you go, oh, it's on Box Office.
Yeah.
No. And then they all went to Box Office and you were like, oh.
Yeah.
But it was really great because it was like Sky Sports, Box Office. And they were really random, like which ones are on Sky Box Office. And so you would buy the Rumble, you would buy WrestleMania, and then you were like, do I need to buy Vengeance? Do I need to buy Vengeance? But this match is great. It's one of the few times where stealing a finisher was fun. Because I don't like stealing of finishers, but this was really fun. These guys had great chemistry. They were in the ring for a hell of a long time with each other. Kurt Angle just randomly implants himself into this feud. It's Rock and Undertaker's feud. They feud from King of the Ring, and then Kurt's like, me. But this match is actually so much fun. It's a really good little pay-per-view, and it's Undertaker's first best match as his new run as becoming the Undertaker. He has nothing after he got rid of the Undertaker gimmick and became the Dead Man. There's no good matches in here.
Brock,
until
No Mercy,
Brock's
2002?
afterwards. That's afterwards.
I thought this was 2003.
Sorry, I've picked this 2002. Apologies.
Oh, well, what am I supposed to do then?
Sorry,
Right.
I misspoke. It's Vengeance 2002. I'm sorry. I've written 2003 is the problem. I've written 2003 when actually it's Vengeance 2002. Vengeance 2003 is actually a very good match as well because it's a Big Show, Brock and Angle. Not made my list. But yeah, apologies. Sorry.
Okay.
So yeah, this is... And then Undertaker goes on a massive run of matches and he actually learns how to wrestle from pretty much from this point on. So yeah, I love this match. Really good fun. What's your number 10?
My number 10 is Hell in a Cell, Armageddon 2000.
Oh, the six-pack!
Yeah, you know what?
Good
Like,
fun.
Wrestling match-wise, it's not like greatly technical or whatever.
It's got my 3 people in it as well.
Well, they're in there. It's just a different little combination. It's just mayhem. I wanted to get it in here and just mention it because what a legendary star-studded match it is. And Rikishi's
in it.
He's also there.
He's a bad man.
Hey, the spot that he takes.
It's so simple.
Yeah, well, it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
There's no lift. It's
brilliant. No,
why is there a chicken coop there?
Why is something? No, because
I know why it's there. Because Vince tries to rip the door open, but it's like, why is it?
Just get Kane to come down. Kane will do it for you. No problem.
Yeah, you missed a trick. Kane can just
rip
in the back.
You
don't need a truck with mattresses on the back of it.
Kane's still there.
This match is great.
Brilliant.
It's so fun.
Mayhem. I know it's a bit of a walk and brawl, which you don't tend to like as much,
but
it's fun
there's walk and brawl with 6 people, so you can kind of allow it because your eyes are going to different things and the camera can move around a bit. Yeah, there is a lot of walk and brawl in this. You're absolutely right.
But it's wonderful chaos, and I'm all here for wonderful chaos, and the names are amazing. So I thought I have to get it into the top 10.
Love it.
So, Sam, what is your number 9?
I have a modern one.
Do you know?
I'm in the Elimination Chamber from 2023. It's Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. The only reason this is this low is I knew the winner. There was no doubt in my mind. We talked about this the other day, me and you. I said if that match had happened after WrestleMania, even the month after, whatever, there may have been way more doubt that Sami Zayn was winning. But there was zero chance Sami was going to WrestleMania. But the match is amazing.
That crowd bought it.
His wife was there, and they really played into that a little bit more. Tried to recreate it the year after at WrestleMania. Didn't work. Because Gunther isn't Roman Reigns. But it was so good. The emotion was there. The story was built up. Every single person was watching that pay-per-view. And it was actually a good pay-per-view. There was a good Elimination Chamber that night as well. And everyone was like, oh, I'm not here for this Elimination Chamber, but thank you for giving me a nice Elimination Chamber match, because I think they're boring. Let's be honest. The majority are quite
They don't
dull.
tend to get too creative.
What else can you do? They've done everything.
You can do stuff.
Well, we'll have to talk about it as a lockbox one day, because I think they're done with it. I don't know what other spots you can do unless you find someone who's insane who can do something crazy. But this match, the emotion is all it needed. The match, I can't even remember anything from it, because the match was all about how you felt. And we were all sad. Even though we pretty much all knew, we were all sad when the 3 count went down.
Yeah, which is the reaction you want as well. And I think it was good for them to do this so you get it out of the way, and then we could go, okay, Cody. And then Zayn's had the spotlight. Because with Bryan, when people were writing against, Batista winning the Rumble and wanting Bryan, Bryan was never even really given that spotlight apart from Survivor Series, when Big Show basically took his role, which felt like a massive slap in the face anyway.
Well, they thought that Vince went the yes chance over, not Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, exactly. So the fact that you gave him that story and the spotlight and concluded that arc brilliantly, and then you gave him the tag match in the main event of night 1, brilliant. He played it brilliantly.
It was all beautifully done. Yeah. Sam, your number 9.
My number 9 is also modern.
Oh, yeah.
Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles.
We got double
Extreme
Roman.
Rules. Oh, I agreed. What a match.
The proof of AJ can actually work and the crowd like him, and Vince going, oh, he's actually okay, this bloke.
And then also Roman being able to,
hang with him.
Hang with him.
It's Roman's first ever match that showed he could actually have a match. Now, admittedly, we'd said this, that if you can't even be carried by one of the best, you really do suck. But being in the ring one of the best, like an angle or something like that, doesn't prove if you're good or not. But it shows you are good, because
you're at a certain level.
If you can be carried to a great match, then you must be good, because you've been carried to a great match by a great wrestler. And this is what that was. And you know what? We were so happy that AJ Styles got put in that position, because Vince thought it was a fluke from the Royal Rumble. They didn't cheer him. They don't care for him. Have this throwaway feud with Chris Jericho. Have him lose at WrestleMania. He kept failing up. Did you notice that? He kept failing upwards, because then lost to Roman Reigns, and then the next thing he's feuding with John Cena. Lost to Cena initially, if you remember. And it's like, oh, we'll win the WWE Championship. He just kept failing up the card.
Yeah, I mean, he won that number 1 contenders match the night after
Mania.
Mania.
Well, you have to win it to get this thing.
But that was a really big moment of like, oh, AJ's now, okay, they're actually giving him this. Like, no one... People just thought he'd go to IC, kind of mid-card obscurity.
Well, Vince wasn't going to use him, and then Vince saw how good he was.
Because they had the payback match before this.
Yeah, they did.
The first one, but this took it to another level. This was fantastic fun. And then Seth returns at the end. What else do you want from a main event?
Really, really great. Yeah, I love that one too.
So, Sam, what is your number 8?
Okay, I tell you what, Undertaker's turned up quite a bit now so far, and he's turning up again. And I'm at No Way Out 2006 versus Kurt Angle. Now, I'm not as overly fond of this as other people do.
This comes later on my list.
People put this on a much higher level, and I've watched it back a few times, and I think it's very good. I don't think it's legendary. I don't think it's incredible that it's like so amazing. I really don't. I just think it's very, very good, and I think it's probably Undertaker's best match from a match standpoint. A singles match, no Hell in a Cells or anything like that. At this point.
Oh, that point.
At this point, yeah, obviously.
Well, you hadn't finished the sentence.
Yeah, well then let me.
I did let you finish the sentence. I didn't speak.
You made me have to bleep.
You have fluff on you.
No,
there you go.
That's because you angered and fluff went in the air. That's how dirty
just growing grey hairs.
Yes, that's what that was.
Yes.
But this match is still brilliant fun. It's so many counters. It's a perfect showing of styles that really work well together, and we'll clearly talk about it a little bit more. But my number 8 is The Undertaker versus Kurt Angle, No Way Out. Go and watch it. It's a very good match on a pay-per-view that is maybe one of the most forgettable pay-per-views. Why was No Way Out so forgettable so often when it's the one before WrestleMania?
Because they're saving all the good stuff.
Why is it SmackDown exclusive?
Another good question that I don't have an answer for you, Sam.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
All 3 of those should have been branded together even when they were doing the brand split.
I have no answers for you, Sam.
Oh,
I'm
crazy.
not Vince McMahon from the 2000s, thankfully.
Oh.
This would be a very different podcast.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Oh, be an interesting conversation. Number 8, Sam.
I've gone, even though I wasn't really there at the time, RVD versus Cena, because the crowd, what else do you want? It's wonderful. Again, I think a lot of people will go, One Night Stand 2005 is the better overall show and feel.
But not the better main event.
Main event is different level. This is fantastic. This is Punk versus Cena, but arguably even more
I think
visceral.
it's more
rowdy.
visceral. Way more visceral. Way more.
Yeah.
This guy's might have actually rioted.
Yeah.
Because I know they had the same sign, but these guys actually, I
like
think...
ECW fans did that thing probably where they threw all the chairs and stuff like they're capable of doing that.
These guys genuinely might have rioted. This is not a joke. They actually might have.
It could have been violence. I think that would be a very different pay-per-view. Part of me, the devilish side of me, would almost like to see the universe just kind of peek into what World War III would be.
Could we do it?
Yeah. You know, Vince is
there going,
Call
reckon when Paul Heyman ran out, Vince was like, no!
I'm counting it.
I was trying to send Randy on!
And it's a great match as well, and Cena's a master at playing the crowd.
And this is the moment that Cena proves he's world class.
He gets it, yeah. Brilliant. So number 7, Sam, what do you have for me?
This is a very lovely connection. We had the Undertaker, and then you do Undertaker, and I'm going to go Undertaker, and then you've just mentioned Cena, and I'm going to mention Cena. I've got Cena versus Brock at Extreme Rules from 2012. I'm always up and down with blood brawls anyway. Some of them I really like, some of them I don't. I'm always in the middle of this one because I think it's very weird booking. And they don't quite know what to do because it feels too real, almost.
I love it.
Because it's like Brock has forgotten how to work.
Oh, yeah. And it just literally takes him down. Like, Cena has no say sometimes on whether he's going down or not.
And that's the thing, I'm almost slightly uncomfortable because I'm like, I kind of want it to be a bit fake. In a weird way, I was like, could you script it a little bit?
I like it.
This match is phenomenal.
Whoa.
There's only one reason it's this low down my list.
Finish.
The wrong person wins, and I can't let it go because I know the idea is you should be like, it doesn't matter who wins and loses in the grand scheme of things. Watch the show and enjoy the show, but there are times when the mark side of my brain cannot get past the fan side. Most of the time, my fan side can win out. And I always will go, see what happens, maybe there's a story, maybe there's a point, and I've been wrong before. Chad Gable from the whole of 2024, Vinci from 2024. I've understood this. This one, my brain didn't get it. And I know Cena went into business for himself at the end by cutting a promo rather than going out on stretcher, but I didn't get it. And if this match had the right finish with a cool ending, I would have probably had this maybe in the top 3, if not top 2.
Yeah, I echo that. I shall talk about it.
I know you will, yeah.
But I think you're doing yourself a disservice to say, oh, it's the mark side of me coming out. I think you can be a fan and have very valid criticisms because it's not Brock should...
No, but the idea of a fan is you shouldn't be... It's a TV show that things people win and lose, and you never know who's going to win. There should be no rhyme or reason for someone to win.
Oh, there should be.
No. The thing is, when I say a fan, I'm saying like as a TV show rather than why did that person win? Because in a sport, anyone can win and lose. That's kind of what I mean.
Yeah, but it's different because we're watching it. We know it's a TV show, even if you are a fan. So if say in Game of Thrones, someone wins who shouldn't win.
I get your point.
Narratively, it should be.
But this isn't meant to be a TV show. It's a sport. That's that mix. Anyway,
No,
what's your number 7?
What is my number 7? My number 7 is Roman Reigns versus
It had
Sami
to be on the
Zayn.
list. It may be one of the best... This could arguably sneak onto a lot of best pay-per-views of all time. I think generally, if this had been not at the Elimination Chamber, same fans or anything like that, and just been in the middle of Roman's reign, like Clash of Champions with Clash at the Castle with Drew McIntyre, all of us believed Drew could and maybe should have won that night. If that would have happened then in replacement with all that lot, we could have believed that, and it could have been one of the greatest of all time.
It's a masterful story that's told to build to this. And for a long time, when Sami Zayn was the honorary youth and doing all that stuff, a lot of people were saying he should be the one to dethrone Roman. I was completely on board with that. And in the end, Cody was the right choice.
I think Cody's the right choice, but I think...
You wouldn't have had many complaints if Zayn
I think Zayn...
What a moment.
I think Zayn winning is arguably the more correct choice.
Because he has more association with Reigns.
But Cody is the right choice from who is going to be your number 1 star. Your number 1 star needs to dethrone the number 1 heel. Fully understand that business standpoint, and is the correct choice.
Oh, yeah.
But from the one we wanted, Drew was first, And then Sami even overtook Drew. And I don't know if we wanted Drew because we were, we're English and British and stuff like that. I don't know if the Americans had the same affiliation with Drew winning or as shocked or whatever as we were. Because I think everyone was kind of certain that Drew was going to win that night.
Yeah.
I think we were all certain.
Watched and we were like, he came out of the chosen Broken Dreams thing, and you literally went,
he's winning.
That's it. And he didn't.
To be fair, I got it wrong when the Daniel Bryan came out to the final countdown and All In. I went, he's losing.
Yeah,
that's the final countdown.
And he won. So.
And he won. I was like, oh, never mind. So maybe the Mark brain sometimes can lose.
Number 6, Sam. What have you got for number 6?
I wonder if this is going to be on this because it's old. It's pre both of our times.
No, it won't be.
But you would have watched the match. You would have enjoyed the match. It is The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels and In Your House Bad Blood 1997 Hell in a Cell. The only reason it's not my top 5 is because it's rhetoric more than anything else. But if I was doing it on what I believe were the best necessarily, if I was going objectively, not my own personal, while this could be number 1, maybe number 1, it is still arguably one of, if not the best Hell in a Cell of all time.
Well, it's what drove Mick Foley to throw himself off it 3
Yeah,
times.
exactly.
He's
Because
like, I can't
arguably,
top it.
that's the most famous match, but is it a better Hell in a Cell? It's like, not really. It's just got it's got the most famous moments from it. Like Undertaker's a passenger in that match.
Just goes,
yeah, he is literally a conduit to Foley falling.
Yes.
But that match is great. They do pretty much all the spots you can do. Very similar to the Elimination Chamber in 2002 when they kind of cover all bases. Kane's debut as well is a thing you cannot ignore. It is in the match.
Yeah.
This match is so beautifully crafted for a brand new match. Now, admittedly, it's a cage. You can kind of do the same spots, but then you go, oh, we got a bit of room. Oh, we can get out of the cage, and it's not the end of the match like a cage match. And they went, oh, we could do that. I love the fact that literally the gimmick was you can't get out, and they destroy that gimmick in the first one. Yeah. It's so funny that they destroy that in literally the first one. But I love this match, Sam.
Yeah.
Is it on your list at all?
It isn't, no.
But
if
you
it was
understand
an objective
it.
one, I'd completely go with that,
Yeah, absolutely. Go on then. What's your number 6?
Now, this is a bit near and dear to me.
Is it going to be some sort of Elimination Chamber match?
Why do you say this?
Because I was expecting this to turn up, but I was there going, but it can't be in your top, surely, because it's good, but it's not the top. So
it's not top 5. Hear me out. Elimination Chamber 2009.
Now, I actually watched this back, because you mentioned it, No Way Out 2009, when we did the top 5, and I went, oh, it's not on my list. You're right. What a great story arc. And then I went, okay, let me have a look at it in retrospect. Is it going to crack my top 10 matches? And it doesn't, because the match on itself is only good because of the pay-per-view. For me, still good. Still really fun. One of the best chain matches because of Cena going out really fast, Edge and Rey Mysterio.
That's what I'm going to get
How long
to.
does Cena last? Is that 90 seconds or something daft like that?
Not that long.
It's really
but
short.
That's the brilliance
That's
of
why
it.
it was really good. It is in the top 3 of Elimination Chambers in my eyes.
Absolutely. And this is, again, it's my favourite. It's not it's just what I really enjoy. This is when I'd just come into wrestling. So this, for me, was my first real flavour of Edge as a heel character and what he was about. And I got him, and I hated him so much. It was brilliant. It was absolutely fantastic. And it's not just the story, because the story is perfect. I mean, you do have to take the context into account.
Yes,
Because,
you do.
for example, Roman Zayn.
You can't not take the context, it's fine.
No, exactly. So
fine.
you have to take that
No, that's a part. That's part of the match.
Yeah, because Roman Zayn is all about the context. So that's what I'm saying. It's not just that, though. Edge and Rey Mysterio, the final 2, is brilliant.
Those two, again, should have had more matches. We were literally just talking about this, why Angle and Rey Mysterio didn't have more one-on-one matches, and why Edge and Rey Mysterio, they had one at the Royal Rumble in 2010, and that's all I can think of from a one-on-one. They're going, why didn't they have a 6-month program? Yeah. And same for Angle and Rey, they're going, they're designed for
They had that little rivalry at Rumble 08 for the title, but it was like a 1 month
That's
thing.
what I meant, not 10, sorry. 10 is Rey Mysterio and Undertaker, apologies.
Oh, yeah. But no, I got what you meant.
Yeah.
But it's just a great little finale, and it's fantastic because it just set the road to Mania perfectly. I always think you want the heels to win around this time in Elimination Chamber. You have that big triumph, so then babyface, like Kofi Mania, Bryan wins the Chamber. You want the babyface to go, right, I've just lost, I've been cost or whatever. Let's go to Mania and redeem it. So it was brilliant.
Yeah, love it.
Number 5, Sam, we are into the top 5, the nitty-gritty, squeaky bum time, as they say. What have you got, Sam?
I have John Cena again.
What do you know?
I have Edge now. It's 2006. It's Unforgiven.
Yes.
TLC.
I knew you'd throw this in.
TLC. It was really high on my list, actually. I had it at number 1. I went, it's not my number 1. I don't know what I was doing when I came up with this. I went, I must have just watched the pay-per-view, I think. It's why objective the top 10 changes, because your feelings change. These guys do everything possible within their power to have a great TLC match. Like the FU off the ladder through 2 is a wonderful way because then Cena just stays there, grabs the title swinging, and it's just really triumphant. Because let's be honest, every ladder match ends anticlimactically because you do all the amazing things, and then the end is.
And then it's
oh, and in that case, because WWE can't just let something hang because it might fall, because they watch TNA with a clipboard or their X match, and they're like, let's make sure it doesn't go anywhere, and we'll use like a carabiner. And you're like, geez, don't use that for rock climbing. It's like, good grief, you got Jack Swagger, because they didn't have to. Now it's just a unclip, and then you move it out. Jack Swagger had to do the spinny thing.
Oh, Jack Swagger had a whole board game he had to play to get up there. It was ridiculous.
He was playing ping ball.
You've just thrown Christian on this grueling match where you've beaten 10 of the guys. You've got to do a brain teaser. It's ridiculous.
They're doing that brain training that they used to have on the
I'm not feeling it's Jack Swagger.
Oh, I don't look at Jack Swagger and go, very intelligent young man. But yes, I love the Cena and Edge. We talked about it a lot in the last one because it was one of my top 10 pay-per-views that was non-Big 5. This is a great match, really fun. They do some amazing spots. You're not sure who's going to win because they built it in a way if Cena goes to SmackDown, which he could because Teddy Long was there. It's Edge's match. It's in Toronto. Great match. Really good fun. These two I could watch wrestle and have a storyline all day.
Yeah, there's a reason this is possibly Cena's best ever rivalry, and that's got some competition.
It's up there.
It's fantastic.
Styles and Punk, it's one of those three, but you could interchange them and be happy, couldn't you?
You really could. I was researching pay-per-views for this just to make sure I didn't miss anything, and I did notice as well on this card because I thought about putting this in, but I was like, I haven't seen it the full way through and properly watched it. I should have done. Is this where Lita has her last match?
Yes. Same pay-per-view, yeah.
So had Edge kind of separated from Lita, or they were just a double act going into it and she's gone?
Lita, because she was going for the women's champion, become women's title, it just kind of separated a little bit. It was like moved away slightly, but not massively, no.
Right, okay.
It's Trish's last match, not Lita's. Lita's last match is at Survivor Series, literally months later. Yeah, apologies.
Gotcha.
So they had split up when she won the women's title a couple of days later after losing it here to Trish.
Gotcha.
Your number 5, Sam.
My number 5 is, this was also higher until I remember other matches, Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles Backlash.
Because I Quit.
No, just the normal match.
The normal one.
Because
I prefer their I Quit, weirdly, and you know how much I hate an I Quit.
The crowd for me.
Oh, France.
It's the crowd. That's why it's it.
That's the funny thing about it. I'm there going, do I remember much about the Styles? And it's like, no, I just remember them singing.
Honestly, that bit where AJ Styles is getting announced and the camera's bouncing. I wanted to put this pay-per-view on my top 10 big non-5, but I was like, there's not much on there.
No, it's fine.
The crowd make it.
It's a really solid pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing about Triple H now. He doesn't book bad pay-per-views. They're all solid.
Okay.
They're all like a decent 6 out of 10 at the very least, constantly. 6 to 7, very good, never let you down because he doesn't put any matches on the card anymore, and you can't have a bad pay-per-view with 5. Admittedly, they could do more fun things.
You just can't have a great...
If you watch us review TNA, you want to see what fun pay-per-views actually are, go and watch those. But yeah, this was a great match. I have to admit.
And the crowd were that into it, and it was a really good start for Cody's
And they deserved to have another pay-per-view.
Oh, I'd love to see another...
They deserved. They got it. They deserved that pay-per-view.
France are
brilliant.
Brilliant.
Europe
in general, yeah. Brilliant. Number 4, Sam, or Gatra, as
this arguably might not be the best match on my list, actually. In terms of, if you actually watch it, you go, it's actually a fine match. It's okay. It's got a nice little story that plays quite well. They've got decent chemistry, but there's not many memorable spots from it. But there is just something, Sam, about emotion. And there's just something about being a 12-year-old boy watching one of your favourites win the WWE Championship. It's Eddie Guerrero. It's Brock Lesnar. It's No Way Out. Another forgettable pay-per-view. Apart from Eddie winning it. Everyone must just forget that Goldberg is the reason Eddie won. Eddie cheated! Love that line. Yeah. I love this match. The match is actually fine. It's Brock overpowering Eddie for about 107 minutes, really. He doesn't really do much, Eddie. And then Goldberg does the spear to set up their Mania match. Eddie does the spinning tornado onto the belt, sort of. And then the frog splash. But he cheated! To signify it. Eddie wins. Big celebration. You can see it. Bit of rock for you. No. There you go. Every time I think about this, It just gives me chills. Now, admit it's because maybe we don't have heating in this house.
I was going to say.
But
because I got him too. I'm not thinking about it.
But no, it's why can't June be warm, Sam?
Oh,
Why
I know.
can't June be warm? But
England.
I love this match so much because I've watched it so many times, and literally the match is fine.
But it's not.
I just connect to it so much because it means so much to me, and it is my childhood match to go. That's my guy.
Yeah.
That's the guy we love. That's my Brian.
Yeah.
That's my Kofi. That's my Cody. That's my Jey Uso.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, mine was Eddie Guerrero. And I wished he didn't have kind of the mental problems that came with it of feeling the pressure and the strain because he had the old school thought process of I can't hack being the champion. It's like, Eddie, business is fine. Everyone's just left.
Yeah.
They needed you to be on top, not Gibbles.
Yes.
Your number 4, Sam.
My number 4 is Cena versus Brock one.
Oh, more Brock.
So I have less to say because we've kind of covered it.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. I remember that
How old are you here?
12.
So literally, it's your match, effectively, same
but
as
we've
me.
just had The Rock once in a lifetime, and now Brock's here, and I'm like, I get to see Brock, because again, I was a little bit... So I would go back and research all this stuff and find out, oh, Brock was brilliant. But I didn't know he was coming back. I didn't read dirt sheets. I didn't know Brock was coming back.
We thought he was actually going to return at Mania.
Yeah, and I'm glad they did this. This is better. I don't think you want to get in the way of the Rock scene and stuff. So I was just watching Raw. I didn't think Brock was coming back, and then suddenly Brock's here, and I'm like, oh, I'd seen his match with Undertaker because I was, again, watching everything as a kid. So I was so hyped that I got to see Brock now. And I knew a bit of UFC. I didn't really know much about it. And I loved the match and despised the finish. But what you said, you said something about like, it's, it's the emotion. It's not the greatest match, but that's what wrestling is. It's emotion.
Yeah.
I think we get too locked down in the technical stuff because we know all the insider terms and, oh, what a great tornado, did you see that? It's all about the feeling it gives you.
Oh, I cringed all the way through it. So there was feeling going off. Ugh. Ooh,
of course, in terms of the pain,
ow, Jesus, oh, stop it, ow.
Not this, I'm on about your match.
No, but I'm on about that for that. There was the emotions that were going on with me going, ah.
Oh, no, the dive off of the stairs.
How did he not die?
Because he's Brock.
Where did he go?
Exactly, he's Brock, he just breaks his neck without breaking his neck.
He doesn't know his own power and speed, does he? Do you think
no, because you're Brock, and sometimes you would forget that you're Brock Lesnar, wouldn't you? And that you are actually a superhuman Captain America.
It has to be on both lists because it's one of the best ever hardcore matches of all time.
And it reinvigorated WWE as well.
For a brief period.
Style
and then they immediately ended it by having Cena win, and you're like, back to normal. And then Brock lost his first WrestleMania match in the same principle.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. God, their booking of Brock's first year was terrible.
Now into the bronze medal position. Sam, what have you gone with?
Unbelievably, it's only my second Shawn Michaels turning up here.
Oh.
Maybe he only has great matches on big pay-per-views. It's Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho's ladder match from No Mercy 2008.
What a shout!
Yes, a pay-per-view that people forget about because it's fine. But this match is one of the best ladder matches of all time. I think ladder matches are better when they're singles. Watch Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes at the Royal Rumble as proof. We don't need to have multi-man because multi-man it's got boring now.
It's overdone. And
because now everyone's just... Because when you watch a singles match, they go, oh, it's a bit slow. And you're like, because it's meant to be. It's meant to be a battle. You're meant to stop someone being able to climb. It's meant to hurt you. They have to hurt you. In multi-mans, it's just about doing spots. And don't get me wrong, I love a spot. I love a multi-man ladder match because they're good fun and there's big moments and you remember the spots. But in terms of connecting to a match, to have that thing where watching two guys fight to try and stop them from climbing a ladder, there's no pinfalls. It's just about hurting you enough to have enough time to be too tired to climb a ladder, and then them have these two, in this case, fighting over the title, which they should have done for longer, but it's never been done before, and they've not really done it since, to be honest, because you can't with the Cara Bloody Beaners and this weird hook thing,
to pull off.
Sort of thing. I think this match is a great fight, and it's a great... These two's chemistry is just through the roof. And I know Shawn has chemistry with everybody, but him and Jericho just knew how to work with each other. You could argue when you talk about Shawn's greatest rivalries, and everyone names, your Undertakers and Triple H's, I think Chris Jericho really should be in that talking point because I don't think they ever miss rivalry or match. So I love this ladder match. It's my bronze medal.
Yeah, completely fair.
Your number 3.
My number 3 is, again, you listed a lot of mine earlier on, Angle versus Taker.
It's amazing that I've got them lower, and you're like, but they're so great.
Like, that's later. Yeah, I love this match, because I was talking to you earlier, I love a match with counters. I love reversals, and Kurt Angle just reversing everything Undertaker did, masterfully, usually into an ankle lock, is just brilliant. For me, you talked about Angle versus Mysterio potentially having that one-on-one match in Mania 2022.
Yeah.
22, not 2020. I would rather have it been Angle versus Taker, and this match.
That's what it should have been anyway.
Yeah.
That match should have been.
That's for the streak. I don't mind.
Put Randy have the world title. Let Randy win the world title. Don't do the whole Randy's taking your Royal Rumble spot. Have Randy win the world title off Angle at No Way Out. Angle gets pissed that he's lost the world title and goes, I need to prove myself. I'm going to go against Taker. You send Randy Orton to take on Rey Mysterio. It's not Mark Henry. As much as we love Mark Henry, he wasn't quite Mark Henry of the one we loved going to Undertaker. It's such a throwaway WrestleMania match. Yeah. Undertaker Kurt Angle should have been the match. And Randy Orton Rey Mysterio should have been for the world title. And they might have got more than 7 minutes. No, we've talked about the match enough. Yeah. It's a really good match. It's really well put together. It is Undertaker's best match up to this point. Angle is brilliant, but you can just see the wear and tear. At this point, and Kurt, you can just start to see it. It's not there yet, but you can go, you're wrestling a definitely different style. It's definitely more aggressive to counteract the fact that you can't do the pace and all these crazy things. And then he just goes, yes, I can. Watch me do it in TNA. And he does, because the man is an absolute monster.
Number 2, Sam, what's your silver medal?
It's the one you've mentioned earlier.
Is it now?
I'm back to the emotion, the connection.
I know.
I was a fan. Watching the ECW, I was with them. Yeah. I've got Cena and RVD here. This match is actually fine. It's actually not that great a match. I'm in the crowd, and it's like, you said about the France crowd. This is a different crowd. Oh yeah. You were winning. You were chanting along with them. It's one of those weird ones where you were also doing the chants.
You feel like you're part of the mob.
A Jey Uso entrance, when he was at his real hotness. You were kind of at home, kind of going. You kind of can't help yourself. You're there going.
I'd like to see Jey Uso in this crowd.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Do you know what? I think they'd have gone with it. Think about Public Enemy. They would have gone with it. It's the same thing. I think Jey Uso would have
be interesting.
I think he would have
one way or another.
I think he would have worked with the ECW crowd. He just needed more kendo sticks. That was all. Maybe more tribal rules matches. Okay. But no, the match is just so much fun with the crowd. Cena is awesome. RVD's a passenger. RVD could have been a cardboard cutout of an ECW fan. It didn't actually matter who the person was. It really didn't matter. It could have been Cena versus Roadkill. Cena, Danny Doring. It didn't matter.
It kind of reminds me of SummerSlam 92 where Brett did all of the work for that match and Bulldog was hungover the morning of.
No, he'd forgotten all of it because he'd been on a drug bend.
Oh, had he really?
He's completely he's out of his mind. He'd been doing drugs the night before.
And he got to go and win as well. Well, that's wrestling.
Bulldog went, I can't remember anything. Brett went, don't worry, Bulldog. I've got you. Just listen to me. And you wouldn't know. You don't know. It's a great match. It really is. Sam, you're number 2.
My number 2 is Roman versus Drew. Clash of the Castle 2022.
Not on my list.
Is it not?
Do you want to know why?
It's still that sad. It's still sad.
Do you know what, Sam? Ask me in another year.
You might have got it.
It would have been my top 10. Yeah. But I can't do it, Sam.
I know.
Drew should have won. Retrospect, he shouldn't.
No. This is why it's on there.
But at the time,
if they had squandered Roman's reign after that, then I wouldn't have put that on because I remember it was such anger.
I was so angry because it was the way it was done. It's like, admittedly, great way to debut a new person in Solo Sikoa, but I'm still so angry.
We were so annoyed. We were watching it on That's Over There, and we were so cross. I was so excited, but. That's wrestling. It worked. It's the emotion.
It worked.
We were so, and we were annoyed because Roman won. In terms of we hated that the villain won, and I think you even said it to me. I was angry, and I was like, Sam, I know it's because the villain won, and they want me to feel this way, but I'm still angry. And you were like, Sam, that's what they're supposed to feel.
What a match!
What a match!
These two also have great chemistry.
These
two have really good chemistry. I would love to watch these guys have a 3-4 month program because they didn't really have a program. It was that match and that was about it, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think Drew as a face works really well in the ring as well, and Roman is just Roman. Psychology wise, he's there as well.
Roman gets it now that he turned heel. He understood it, and now his character works.
Because they were like the British fans were calling him something beginning with W. I'm not sure if we're allowed to say on it. Okay. You choose what we're allowed to say. They were chanting at him, and he was just looking at them, and it was so weird to see kind of our culture, like our footballing culture, with Roman Reigns just reacting to it. It was brilliant.
The Reigns of the Roman Reigns of. I had to do so much bleeping.
Right now, Sam, we move to our number 1 spot. Sam, what have you crowned as number 1?
I have crowned number 1. I am inside the Hell in a Cell. And we are in 2002. And just for something they don't even realise, it's on that telly right now. We took a break from watching it, and it just so happens to be my number 1. Wow. It is Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar, Hell in a Cell, No Mercy 2002. Why is it my favourite? Because I think it's the most violent Hell in a Cell. And yes, I include the one with Mick Foley because that wasn't violent. That was just insane.
I would call it violent.
I
think that's the word for it.
I wouldn't call it violent. I think there was a lot of falling off things. I call it stunt work. Very painful stunt work. But these guys use the cell. It is the most used cell match. They're outside the ring more often than not. They are both bleeding. Paul Heyman's on the outside bleeding. He's had a tie pulled in and they go,
It's like, when you get passive high from weed. He's got passive bleeding from just being around the match.
Undertaker's got a cast on, but they then put a belt round the cast, tie it to the cell, chair shots to it. So now Undertaker's got a bust hand. He's bleeding. Brock wins, goes to the top, poses. One of the best visual shots of all time. It's what made Brock, because he had his good match with The Rock, had an iffy match with The Undertaker at Unforgiven, and then this match made Brock a megastar. Well done, Taker. That's how you should do it. Put over your young stars. Watch it, and not company's not doing that. But this match is one of the best fights I have ever seen, with psychology, with selling, with even selling from the manager on the outside. The storyline going into it was really good until they brought in an affair storyline. You're like, why is this woman here? Katie Vick's happening on the other side of the channel, so it's craziness. I love this match. If you haven't seen this Hell in a Cell match in 2002, go watch it. Is it the best Hell in a Cell match? No, because there are more spots, there's more interesting things. But from a violent standpoint, from just aggressive, just throwing each other into the cell over and over and over again. Because you go, why not go back to the same thing? Why not do the same thing? They keep throwing each other into the cell.
But there's something gritty and real about that.
Because it's like, I'm going to keep throwing this into you. I'm going to keep hurting you.
Yeah.
This is, Taker bleeds.
Oh,
Like, he bleeds. He's the last one to bleed of the three. And he is just red. Yeah. It is red. And Undertaker goes out for 3 months. So this is him going out. For 3 months, he's going to go, I'm going to put on a performance before I go and have a rest for 2.5 months or whatever it is. It's brilliant.
Put it this way.
That's my number one.
Put it this way. We were watching it and you were like, oh, well, let's just record another video. And I was like, I didn't want to pause it. Yes. And that's rare because I've watched a lot of wrestling. I could put wrestling down. I didn't want to pause that. No. I can't wait to actually end this so we get back to it.
When we have another break.
Yeah. I can't wait. But yes, my number one, Sam. We're going back.
I think I can guess this, but I'll let you do it. I think I know you.
Do you know?
I think I know you. Is this at a one-off pay-per-view?
Yes.
Is this at a pay-per-view from a song that was in the 60s?
Yes.
And it's suddenly a pay-per-view in 2017?
Yes.
Is there someone's balls that are on fire?
Yes. You're getting warm, Sam.
I'm getting warm. I'm on fire.
Great balls of fire. It's Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe.
I love this match.
Oh, yes.
Can we just about that Brock Lesnar's turned up a lot in this?
I like Brock more than I realised.
I don't like the man. I'm uncomfortable with the man. His in-ring work.
But you know what it is? I didn't even like him at the time. I seem to love all of his matches. I hated the fact he was part-time champion. I was dying for Joe to get it off from someone so we could actually have the Universal Championship.
Winning in matches that you could have easily moved the title to.
Even the four-way match.
The four-way.
Just get it off so we can have the Universal title on the show it's supposed to be on.
All I've got in my head is any normal person who's a part-time champion is take that title home and they put it on their mantelpiece and they just look at it going, I don't need to defend it because I'm so world-class. Like Roman. I imagine Roman when he was in his 4-year reign going, I don't need to turn up for 4 months, and just looks at it, basking in a glow of a golden tan, looking at it. I can see Brock get home, throws it where his boots are.
I did a Vince.
Just literally throws it where his boots are, walked off, goes hunting, and then someone goes, Brock, you're defending it at Great Balls of Fire.
Where is it?
And Brock's like, where? He's got to look for shoes, gun gets thrown over, a dead antelope. It's like, oh, there it is, I'm going to clean off the bloods. Oh, it's a red Universal one. No one will notice. They don't even look at it long enough because I'm already off for 4 months.
True.
For the match.
Belter. Absolute belter. They start with Joe attacking Brock, putting him through the table. It's gorgeous. It speaks for itself. It's a wonderful match. And what a joy that we actually got to see Joe and Brock.
Yeah, we did. I didn't think it was ever happening.
Imagine asking someone that in 2008. Samoa Joe's going to face Brock Lesnar.
When Joe won that 5-way pay-per-view, we all literally went, Joe won? That's weird. I thought you were going to...
And then we realised...
Joe Brock!
Yeah.
It was a weird... We all did it. No one went, oh my God, we're getting Joe Brock straight away. Everyone was like, that's a weird one. I thought we were going to do this. And... Oh,
they're giving us this thing. And what a treat it was. One of my favourite little short-term rivalries there's ever been.
How weird is it that our number ones are on neither list? How fascinating. And this is why we do this count-out. To see what is your personal, what connects to you, what do you love the most? Because I wouldn't even think... Your number two's not on your on my list.
Oh, Roman Drew. Oh,
Roman
that because it makes
and
you
my
sad.
number 3's not on yours. It's Jericho and versus,
No.
and that's the beauty of these. What is your personal top 10 list from non-Big 5 pay-per-views? You know, what's no Manias, no Rumbles, and all that lot. Where do you attach it? What match is the one that you always remember? Even a good match, you just love Eddie Guerrero winning the title. We want to know. Please let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on all the things: TikTok, X, Blue Sky, and all that jazz. Follow us on whenever we rock up on somebody else's podcast.
Yeah.
We've been turning up quite a bit recently. But thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you next time on another Count Out. Bye-bye!